Everybody, welcome back to Dead Spot Podcast. Got my boy Reg back again. You know it's tipped off this week hoop season, so we got to talk hoop, man. I know everybody caught up in football still, but it wouldn't be right if Dead Spot didn't talk hoop. We got the Niner Wall, but today, since it's a hoop episode, we got the D-Wade Wall with the Sean Marion. All signed jerseys had to go hoop wall for this. Reg, good to have you back on, my man.
You know it. You know it. What's going on?
Nothing much. We're going to get right into it. So first thing we're going to talk about y'all today. What we're going to do, a few topics. We're going to do top 75. We're going to do predictions for the season. We're going to do top 10 all time. We're going to get into it. So let's go first with the top 75, Reg. You looked at the list. Who was some of the top snubs you've seen, my guy?
Okay, Dwight for sure.
Dwight should be the top of everybody's list.
Dwight, Clay.
Okay.
Tony Parker, Alonzo Mourning, and like Dikembe Mutombo, easily for me.
Easily.
Yeah.
So when you look at that, players, so it was like players like Clay. So I seen they were saying like he had a good case. Do you think like who would you take off? Like, do you think he more accomplished than like a Dame?
Right now, through like accomplishments, yes, he's more accomplished than Dame.
Okay.
He got 3 rings. He got playoff records. You name it. Like he's more accomplished than Dame right now. And that's not a knock against Dame. I'm not saying like, he shouldn't be on the list, but it is kind of early for him to be on that list.
And we got to get into it. Yesterday, you Warrior Twitters was talking about Kelly over Russ. We talked about this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get jiggy with that. Russ, well, not only the triple doubles, not only, what else? Not just the triple double, but if you look at it, he led the league in scoring twice. He led the league in assists twice. No other. I don't like we said. How many players could you name could give you 30 and could lead give you
lead the league?
It's short list. Only him, Harden, Bron. I don't really know too many other guys. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about Clay, can he give you? We know he can't give you 10 assists, but can he even give you 30 points in the season?
Yeah. Our conversation yesterday swayed me a little bit. Like I said, if I'm building a team, I want Clay all day long. But if I'm starting a team, it has to be Russ.
Right. And the thing is, too, and that's what people got to understand. It's not just who would you rather have on your team for, like, a list like this. This is more resume than team fit or, like, team. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of what Russ did, like, Clay couldn't take that team Russ took after KD left to the playoffs. It wouldn't even have been close. They would have been a lottery top 3, 4 pick. So it's just like it's kind of like it's levels to it. And then the MVP, like all of that, like there's no MVP that didn't make the list.
Right.
That's kind of how you got people like Bill Walton because he got an MVP.
Right.
Only like 32 MVPs ever.
Right.
So all 30 of them made it. So it's like to be on that short list, like we know some great players that didn't win MVP. My guy right here on the wall never was able to get it.
Yeah, and he was definitely supposed to get at least one.
So it's like it's tough to come by them. I know. Harden just averaged 30-something 3-4 years, and he only got one. Bron ain't won one in almost a decade.
Kobe only got one.
So it's like, bro, he got as many MVPs as Kobe. He got as many scoring titles as Kobe. Russ on there, bro.
Yeah, Russ on there, without a doubt. Russ on there.
And then let's see, Dwight, obviously, we know why he didn't make it, just based off of people just don't like him, bro.
Yeah, the media, people not liking him, which doesn't make sense to me. But, like the conversations we had yesterday, you got dudes on there who played in the 40s and the 50s or whatnot, right? But if you take Dwight and put him in that era, you can't tell me he doesn't put up better numbers than they put up.
He would be in the GOAT conversation.
He would be in the GOAT conversation right now, without question. So
what he was able to do, bro, like people forget, he beat Bron to go to the finals. He got to the finals. They had a couple, like, Phoenix forget Courtney Lee missed the little layup to win a game against the Lakers. And they played action at that. Like, he messed up our Kobe Bryant finals as a kid.
As kids, he sure did.
Like, bro was putting up crazy numbers, and it's like, I don't know, bro. 3 defensive player of the years, 5 first team All NBAs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we just looked at it yesterday. Dame ain't got one. Oh no, he only got one.
He got only one.
Then another player I was looking at, Kyrie Irving, was as far as he got the ring, he got the big finals. But
Mm-hmm.
what was interesting, I was watching First Thing First. Kyrie ain't never got an MVP vote.
I see why though. I do.
Hey, that was like, because we was talking about Dame only having one top 5 finish. Bro don't even got a vote.
He don't even got a vote. And I definitely see why though, because when you look at it, right, through the totality of things, if Bron never comes to Cleveland, what does Kyrie's career really look like?
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like early Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
Put up big numbers, flashy, the whole nine, but he doesn't lead the team to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, like, I get it, but yeah.
So I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because the same can be said for Anthony Davis.
Right.
What was you doing before you met
before you linked up with Bron?
You got one playoff series win in your career.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't got no MVPs. He ain't got no defensive player of the years. I mean, he close with the defensive player of the year and shit, but how much different is his resume than Kyrie's without Bron?
They're kind of the same thing.
And on top of, and you look at it, AD got some first team finishes, but it ain't as many bigs as it is guards.
No. So it's kind of like easier for him to slide up in there,
right,
rather than a guard heavy league, which it is today.
Especially when players like Boogie, who was putting up 28 and 13, wasn't going on no team, bro. Well, they was just him off because they hated him. Like, that was his biggest competition, and he couldn't get it. He couldn't even get a vote. So he putting up with dudes like Rudy Gobert. Obviously, he better than them.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, I don't know. Like, Lonzo Mourning, we talked about 2 defensive player of the years.
Back to back.
Came in second for MVP to Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
Got the ring. And, I mean, he was a role player by then, but he was a big part. But he damn near was more important than Shaq in that series.
He was. He was.
Had a better series. Like, obviously, it was mainly D-Wade and them. GP hit a lot of big shots. Walker hit a lot of big shots.
Walker hit some shots, yeah.
But Mourning was in there doing his shit. Him and Haslam. They was
that.
Haslam was really the second best player, but Mourning was in there cooking too, though.
Yeah, he was.
So like, I don't know, bro. I feel like a lot of people, like, I think they should have 2 lists. They should have from like 69 back from whenever the league started to like 69. Y'all get y'all list.
Right.
Y'all do y'all shit. 70 something, like start with Dr. J and them.
Yeah, and then all the way on up.
And then let's get that 75, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like niggas like, even like PG, bro. Obviously, he ain't did enough to make the list. But he cooking any of them niggas, bro.
Exactly.
Like, he would
half the people they put on that list, bro. Right? If you take, you like you said, PG, T-Mac didn't make the list, VC didn't make the list. You throw them in that era, they're in a conversation for greatest of all time.
Right.
So there's no way you could tell me a dude named Dave Bing could guard VC, T-Mac, or PG on any given night. I don't see it.
No way. No way. Hey, so that's interesting though. But between them, how would you rank them? Like, as far as
VC, T-Mac, and PG?
As far as where they at right now, as far as getting on that list, because they got a shot of getting on the next one in 25 years, but it's some niggas coming. Who?
Yes.
If you had,
we got to see what the talent gonna look like in 25 years. But I would probably have to go VC first, just due to the longevity of his career. But it's kind of subjective though, because it's like, we was talking about it earlier. VC, he really didn't do nothing much after Toronto.
The last All-NBA team was 2001.
like it's really subjective on that. And then when you say T-Mac, right? T-Mac was the man, but he couldn't win a playoff series. One.
Not having one playoff series is huge, bro.
And he's always hurt. That's two. And the thing about PG that he got against both of them, he finished top 3 in MVP before.
That's what I was waiting for. With a top 3 defensive player.
With a top 3 finishing defensive player of the year as well. So
that's big, bro.
That's big.
So it's like, so for me, bro, it would be tough to put VC first, only because he only got 2 All-NBA teams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see. Well, T-Mac is 7-time All-NBA.
Mm-hmm.
He got 7 All-Stars, and he was a 2-time scoring champ.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but PG, I don't know, bro, but Vince did lead his team to the conference finals.
Right. He did. Who he ran up against that year? Was it AI that year?
AI. And a big part of the reason he lost, bro, he wasn't really that into the game. He went to the UNC.
He went to go graduate. That's what happened. Yeah.
Shit, bro. It's game 7, bro.
Yeah, you got to stick with your guys, game 7.
So it's like, I don't know, bro. For me, it might be T-Mac, PG, VC, bro.
Yeah. And I'm not mad at that list.
Only because VC, bro, he looked like he the only one that got like the best ever at something out of them 3. Like he the best dunker ever.
Ever, yeah.
But it's like, bro, you did not, them numbers was not sustained, brother. You was not.
Right.
When I seen he ain't made one since 2000, that threw me off.
Another thing about that is he never really made a team better.
Right.
Like ever. Like after Toronto, when he went to New Jersey, they went to the finals 2 years in a row. And when he came over there, the finals appearances stopped.
Cookies.
Like
they did Richard Jefferson then with VC.
And then when after that and he left, when he went to, what was it, Orlando?
Yeah.
They went to the finals. After that, it stopped.
Was he on the finals team?
He didn't make that finals team. I think he came like the year after. He didn't make that finals team. So, at least T-Mac, I could say T-Mac, after he left Toronto and he went to Orlando, he made that team better.
Mm-hmm.
When he left Orlando and went to Houston, that was a major upgrade over Stevie franchise.
Yeah. And he
was
still.
And Francis was raw.
27 games in a row, 21, 22.
It was like 22 in a row.
No, 27 was the Heat, right.
Yeah, it was like 22 in a row.
But he just couldn't get out that first round.
He just couldn't get out the first round.
So honestly, bro, looking at it, T-Mac was 7-time All-NBA, PG 6-time All-NBA, but he was 4-time All-Defense, steals champ, and he got the 2 top 3 finishes on both sides. Yeah, bro, never mind. I'm going PG, T-Mac, VC. As far as just career go. And, bro, another thing that we heard in T-Mac, bro, you was a scorer that didn't get to 20,000, bro.
Yeah, the injuries cooked you. You ain't get to 20,000 points.
VC, I mean, even though he played 20-some years, he got to about 25.
Yeah.
25,000. But I still can't forget VC T-Mac, bro, with two All-NBAs, bro, in 21 years.
Yeah, that's
cooked,
that's an indictment on you for sure.
That's cooked, bro. Hell no.
That's an indictment for sure.
And then he only got he made 8 All-Star teams, so that's cool. That's cool. But 8 out of 20.
20? All right, I'm not even gonna count the 20. Let's just say 8 out of 15. Like that's okay. Don't get me wrong, but like, and I get it too. Like, but okay, in the East,
like that, yeah.
In the East, right? I'm really trying to think of the guards. Okay, you got D-Wade.
Okay, D-Wade, Stephon
Marbury. Nah, you should have more, bro. You should have at least 10.
Yeah.
I don't really see another guard that was really like the man in the East during that era.
Because D-Wade was holding it down, and all his people that he was battling with was out west.
Right.
The Kobe's, the B-Roys.
Yeah.
Even T-Mac was out
Even
west.
T-Mac.
He came.
T-Mac was out west.
Yeah, so it's like, bro, how do you not be making it? What was you doing?
What was you doing?
Yeah, bro, VC. But it's like he just somebody that's so ingrained in the art, and he was a lot of kids' favorite player when we was young. Feel me? Like a lot of us.
He was mine for sure.
Like, feel me? VC had a nigga going through the nigga came to Oakland and put on the show in the dunk contest, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't no way niggas was not messing with that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is though, bro, when it comes to this voting shit though, they gotta another one you said though, TP, Tony Parker, a good one.
Yeah.
3 All NBA, all NBA teams. You got 4 rings, a Finals MVP over a prime Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. I don't see how he not on the list, bro. Yeah, I would take him over Dame as far as career-wise. And
as career-wise, yeah.
And I know niggas will say, "Oh, well, if Dame had TD, well, bro, he don't, bro. I can't. I feel you, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I was like, bro, got to leave. He talking about he ain't leaving Portland, so
that's on him.
That's on you, big dog.
That's on him.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's like you have leeway now. You could damn near leave. You see what it is.
Yeah.
Like it's only them few players that can make them type of move. He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, I don't know. Like he need to be what Ben Simmons is doing.
He need to be on the same height.
Because you got them pulled to make this shit shake.
Yeah, you actually have pulled. Ben, he doesn't. Like I don't want to be here no more.
Nigga.
And I get the loyalty and all that, but loyalty don't win you championships.
Right.
When it comes to loyalty, your front office has to be as loyal as you.
Right.
They have not built a team around you.
And it's like, bro, niggas be like, oh, I want to be like Kobe, or I want to be like Tim Duncan, bro. Both them niggas was finna leave when they wasn't winning.
They was gonna leave.
Kobe tried to leave 3 times. We talked about it yesterday. Doc Rivers fucked up Tim Duncan going to the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
He was out the door.
Mm-hmm.
But once they started winning these championships, it's like, oh, okay, I stay.
I post. Yeah.
Kobe was going to Chicago. He was already looking for houses, but then they traded for Piles, and it's like, oh, okay, never mind.
All right, never mind. I'm good.
Then he get 5 rings, and he started getting hurt. It's like, well, why not rock it on there?
Yeah.
The only Dirk almost, he just kind of got lucky, and Bron had the biggest choke of his life, or else he would have retired ringless, bro.
He would have retired ringless for sure.
Dirk retired ringless, bro. He's not top 20.
Yeah.
That one run, because bro, before that, Dirk was a playoff choker.
Yeah, he was.
He came 0-2 to us. Then he followed that back and got, we believe, as the 1 seed, his MVP.
We watched that.
That was like, I was in the building.
We all watched that.
Like, bro, so it's like these is back-to-back years. Then they blew a 3-1 lead to the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
They blew another 0-2 lead to who they blew the 0-2 John to. So it might have been, did the Spurs get them twice?
I think the Spurs did get them twice.
I know they lost to Phoenix one of them. Right. They was top 2-3 seeds losing every year before.
Every year. Yeah.
So it's like, bro, it worked out, but you gotta look at what's the situation, bro.
Yeah, like Bron choking played a big part of that. But Dirk knew. I believe like Dirk knew this is my only shot. Because if I don't win it here, I'm never gonna win one.
It was never gonna happen for him. And it's like other than that, who really else stayed loyal that wasn't winning, bro? Like D Wade,
nobody.
But then they didn't want to give him his money that he deserved after taking all them pay cuts all them years. But he didn't leave because he wanted to. He left because he needed to get his last big.
He needed to get his check.
He needed that last $50 million. He knew them knees was finna be cooked.
When you really think about it, yeah, like when it's loyalty, like KG wasn't winning in Minnesota.
And now he rep Boston more than he rep Minnesota.
I would probably say Paul Pierce. That's the only person I really could think of.
And he ended up winning. If he didn't burn, if they didn't get KG, I don't see him. And he didn't even make it all the way through.
Mm-mm.
But if they don't end up getting them, bro, he would have been gone way before he was.
Yeah. I don't like Paul Pierce. Like, of course you could say Steph. Like, we wasn't winning, but we just drafted good. That was the whole thing.
And the thing about Steph is, bro, he was so injury prone at the beginning, he had to take that second contract.
He had to take the second contract, and he was on the market at first.
And bro, most players, bro, is gonna take the second contract
without a doubt,
because that's the most money you're gonna get. That's when you really get paid. Now on that third contract, let's talk about it. So y'all started winning before he got to the third contract. Now he got 5 finals appearances, 3 rings, 2 MVPs. Why leave now?
Ain't no point.
Ain't no point, bro.
I'm a warrior. It ain't no point.
You might as well go down. But if he hadn't been winning, or if y'all hadn't won no rings, bro, it get tough.
See, the thing is, you remember, Steph was on the market. It was between him and Monte. Man. They was leaning Monte way, but Milwaukee did not want Steph due to them injuries.
Niggas forget that, because Bogut was coming for Steph. That was
it was Steph for Bogut.
They like, so, I don't know.
You know, I mean, thank God, Steph got healthy and all that, but
right.
But I remember it was Steph for Bogut.
And that was and niggas, that's what niggas wanted at the time for them to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, shit just be like certain players, shit just kind of got to work out for them, bro. You got to be drafted in a cool spot, and like you said, your team, like Luka, bro. Luka team came back and they make no moves.
Yeah, you gotta keep adding, and that's the whole thing. Like with Steph, okay, Steph came in 2009, right?
Yeah.
See, they messed up 2010. They picked Epe Udo.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't believe in Paul George, because Paul George and Gordon Hayward were still on the board.
Yeah.
So, okay, you scratch that. Then 2011, you just end up getting Clay. 2012, you luck up with Barnes and Draymond.
Right. And
at that point, the core of the team is built.
Yeah.
So, the front office has to play a big part in it.
Then you need David Lee getting hurt.
David Lee getting hurt.
Draymond don't really maybe not get to step into that role if
David Lee get hurt, because I remember screaming at my TV like, put in Draymond.
Yeah.
Because just on the strength of, I watched him at Michigan State. I know what he could do.
Yeah.
But David Lee was still the man. So
the Warriors love David Lee though.
Yeah.
They was big on that boy.
Yeah. I mean, 20-point score coming from the Knicks. Like, I get it, but he didn't do nothing else.
It was not that. But bro, let's transition before we get to talking about the prediction, since we kind of touched on earlier, the Ben Simmons situation. Let's kind of get into it. So listen, let me give you my stance on it, and then you tell me, because I was debating with my guy the other day about it, and where I stand on it is, he's not good enough, or not, let's say good enough. He hasn't performed well enough to pull the James Harden, AD, I'm gonna cry my way out of town shit. Because, and the reason I say that is because, like, Harden at the time was a top 5, top 6 player. And he was he's a top 5 talent, but top 10 player at the time. Like, no matter what go on with them, people gonna still trade the house for them.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons, like, bro, nobody really wants to trade for you right now. So it's like, I don't think you could do that. Like, I feel like his way to get out of town would be to come out here and ball and like shoot a little bit, show that you got comfortable a little bit for a couple weeks, maybe a month, and somebody be willing to come and get you. Because like everybody said, you bring everything else to the table. You got the defense, you got the playmaking, the vision. We just need to see if you're willing to shoot this ball a little bit. I don't really see, and like Daryl Morey, I don't know, he talking about this could go the whole 4 years. Either we getting a good package or he playing for us. That's what Bruh said yesterday. So it's like, I don't really, and it's like, he was like, my friend was basically saying, it's over. Like, he can't play there. Like, he's not mentally in it no more. Like, it's hard to play in a situation that you're not wanting. And I get that, like, on a high school level, AAU level, and maybe even a college level. These are grown men, though.
Right.
And the thing is, bro, and like I was trying to explain to him, like, when it comes to work, like, we got jobs. As a your job, you don't have the same leeway as your boss.
Not at all.
They might could do some shit and call off, or do a no show, no call, and then in trouble. We do a no show, no call. Niggas is getting in trouble, bro.
Instantly.
And we can't say, oh, well, bro, the boss did it. That's
Instantly.
being the boss. So, like, that's kind of how this job shit work. Like, Harden AD is here.
Yeah.
Here. So you can't be saying, I'm going to do what they do. Like, I don't know what you think.
I'm kind of with you on this one. Like, you know, when Harden was pulling that, he had an MVP to his name. Mm-hmm. And when, as far as AD was leading his team to the playoffs or whatnot, he was the man out in New Orleans. Now, Ben, like, you really haven't showed enough for you to be like, oh, I want out. Like, basically force me out of town. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's like, we all watched the playoffs last year. Everybody's seen that. You didn't even want to dunk on Trae Young.
Right.
What team wants that?
Right.
Especially for the package that Daryl Morey is asking for. Nobody wants that.
It's a lot.
He wants a lot. And, you know, Daryl Morey, we all know Daryl Morey. He going to want the house for anything he could get.
Exactly.
All right, cool. But Ben needs to come out, even if he don't want to be in Philly. Mm-hmm. I will still come out and play.
Yeah.
And just ball out. I'll try my best to ball out. And, you know, in a press conference, if they ask you about it, I still say, I don't want to be here. Mm-hmm. I'm just doing my job.
Right.
And at that point, your value will rise to where somebody will be like, you know what? I give up that for Ben, because I see he has his confidence. He's shooting the ball. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. He's a good fit for my team. Because right now, nobody knows that.
And how could you?
Nobody knows that. So, I'm definitely with you on that one for sure.
And the only thing that I'm saying is, it's not that. And don't get me wrong. Like, what I'm saying is, not what Harden and AD did. That's not. They wasn't right for doing what they did. Like, all of these niggas is handling this shit way wrong for professional grown men. But I'm just saying, when you that raw, you get it's unfair shit get to happen for you, bro. When you nigga, that's just how this life shit work.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to get through too. Like, I'm not saying Harden is right, AD right, and Ben wrong. All of these niggas is wrong. Harden,
they all wrong.
Baby, Harden gaining weight and losing. I still think he had a fat suit on, bro.
He did have a fat suit on.
Ain't no way you drop 30 pounds in a day, bro. I don't know what type of training you got. That boy walked out looking chunky. And then you come back the next day like, oh shit, I'm ready to ball. Like, I don't know. So it's not cool, bro. But when you know you that nigga, bro, I could put on the fat suit, bro. I'm still gonna get 3-4 first round picks and 3-4 players traded. It just is what it is. I wanted my team to trade for him, bro, with the fat suit on.
Yeah.
We say I don't give a fuck about how fat he is. I want him. It's just the truth, bro.
Yeah.
You could have got AD too. Shit, bring him too.
Mm-hmm. And even to a lesser extent, bro. You remember Kyrie forced his way out of Cleveland and Boston.
Yeah.
But we seen what Kyrie could do.
You know it, bro. He showed the clutchness is there, bro.
We seen that.
He was on the team with the best player from our generation, and he was the closer for that team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, 10 years younger than him, he trusting Kyrie to take these shots. He trusted Kyrie. Like, come on, bro. Kyrie going with Brian on the court. Kyrie averaging this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. Ben, like, you just got to, feel me? The last image I got in my head is you spinning off a nigga and passing instead of dunking on trade.
Yeah, I can never forget that. I watched that game.
You cannot. So it's like, bro, you got to get that image out of people's head, bro.
Like, I understand y'all got points on that possession, but that's a dunk.
1 point.
Yeah, y'all got 1 point, and that was a free throw. But
and got bailed out with that.
But bro, like, that's 6'2", 6'1" Trae Young. You're 6'10", bro. 6'11".
And we talking about an unathletic 6'1".
And it's no, like, he's gonna get out your way. Just dunk the ball.
Might have got an and one for real.
Yeah.
So it's just like, he got to get that sour taste out of people's mouth, bro. Because if I'm trading, and it's like, what you got to understand is, Philly not going to just trade him away for anything. Like the Warriors package, they saying is the best package on the market right now, but it don't make sense. You already got Embiid, so why would you need Wiseman?
Mm-hmm.
Got to buy it, so do you really need Wiggins? I mean, you could probably make them work together, but two really non-ball, like they ain't really shot creators hella much. You know, it wasn't
Nah,
that great, like and then some young niggas, they trying to win right now.
they want to win right now.
But Reggie, they would listen to Deb and got this nigga off 2 years ago. They could have had Dame, but that's a different discussion.
That's a different discussion for a different day.
Nigga, they could. These problems could already been solved. They could already been competing for championship.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, we'll see how it play out though. Because I think we gonna see, but I think he getting on the court in the next couple weeks.
I give it a month. I give it a month. He's gonna eventually all this. Oh, I'm not mentally ready to play and all that shit. That shit is he's gonna be like, man, I need to make this money.
Right.
And if I really want to get out of here, I gotta show them why I need to get out of here. Yeah. All that crying and you haven't done nothing for you to be like, I'm sitting out all year, trade me. You haven't done nothing. Where people be like, I'm coming to get him.
Because there's no team, bro. Well, in my opinion, I don't really see it's a team that's like a Ben Simmons away from winning the championship. Like, I don't really know if I'm trying to think, like, if it's a team where it's like, if they get him,
they winning it all.
Like that's not already in that.
Or they're at least competing.
Yeah, like who was a team that's like a piece away, but I don't see that piece being them. Like, let's say,
I would say Portland, right? But the rest of the roster, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you're in a better situation, but at the end of the day, you're not competing for anything.
Right. But that would be good. It's impossible. But if they could get Ben with CJ and Dame somehow, that would have been, that's cool because he could be.
That's cool.
Spot, but it definitely ain't.
I see CJ being a part of that package, though. That's the whole thing.
Got to be. Right.
So it wouldn't be Portland for me. I'm really trying to think of these teams, bro.
The Warriors would be cool, but then they would have to probably trade Draymond for it to really fit because Draymond and Ben, I just don't know, bro.
Yeah, Draymond, I tweeted this when the rumors first came out. I said, if Draymond is not a part of that package, I don't want it. Because Ben and Draymond on the court together, right? That's not going to work.
And it's like, people like, oh, well, but it's like Looney then brought different it's a whole different vibe, bro. You can't just think because that worked that him and Ben gonna work, but no.
One of them are gonna have to score.
Yeah.
We're gonna need one of them is gonna have to shoot jump shots. I don't trust either one of them to shoot no jump shots.
Unless Ben coming off the bench or Drake coming off the bench, and neither one of them niggas,
I don't see it.
Don't want to come off the bench. Not for the Warriors. Drake, if anything, if he would have to get traded for him to come off the bench, I don't see him wanting to come off the bench for the Warriors.
I don't see it.
So, I mean, I don't know, bro. We got to just kind of see where it ended up. I mean, now, the Kyrie Bennett trade that y'all was talking about, you and D.O., I wasn't on board with it, but I mean, if Kyrie ain't going to play at all, now it kind of makes sense.
It makes sense now, right?
But I stand firm on, bro. That was
all right, when we was having that conversation, right? I felt both of y'all points. I did. But now that Kyrie is just sitting at home, and we watched Brooklyn these past 2 games, they need defense out there. Ben could help that team a lot right now.
Right, because because that was the whole thing, bro, is if you got Kyrie, you got the best offense ever, so it don't really matter.
Right.
They can score with you. But if you take him out of the equation, yes, now they would need a Ben Simmons. So it's like where they currently at, he could help them. And not he could help them from before. I'm just saying I wouldn't have wanted to trade Kyrie and upset KD, and we was already the favorites.
Right. And that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, like why would you trade away a nigga best friend to bring in another nigga that we don't even know we fully getting, and we all our dogs? That's why I was thinking. But if he can't play all year, then fuck it. I mean, I'm not saying it'd be a horrible decision because of their play styles KD, and he became a defender now. So at 7 feet, he could kind of play down low with Ben. They can make it work. And KD perimeter on offense is cool. So that could be something, bro. And then Kyrie and Embiid with Tobias, that could be something.
That's nasty. I like that team.
And he'll be able to play in all the games.
Yeah.
Because if you're a visitor, you ain't got to be vaccinated, which is crazy. But once again,
that don't.
Because what the fuck? But I mean, I don't know. If I could get that, if right now, because I would do it.
Yeah, right now, today, I would do it.
I would go to Kyrie and say this, bro. This is just strictly business. We want to keep you. But if you ain't gonna get vaccinated, bro, and you ain't gonna play, we're gonna trade you for Ben Simmons, bro.
We're gonna trade you for Ben Simmons. We're gonna take calls. Which they have been taking calls.
They just ain't called nobody, they said, but they've been taking them.
Yeah.
So now it's on you, bro. And it's like, do you want to play for us or do you want to go? And it's like, me personally, bro, like I got vaccinated. My job was on shit. They were saying we needed to get vaccinated. Like, you feel me? I got 2 kids. I got mortgage. Niggas, you feel me? So it's like I couldn't really not do it. But a nigga like Kyrie that already made $100+ million. He already got the endorsement. If he don't want to do it, bro, that's fine. Anybody, like I told my partner, I said, bro, I got it. I'm telling y'all now, but I'm not gonna tell y'all to get it. If y'all don't want to get it, cool.
Right.
I really believe
that's how I stand on it. Like, I have not got vaccinated. I've been thinking about it or whatnot due to, these mandates at the airport and all that.
Can't leave the country, bro. I like to go and move around.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, but if you did get it, you didn't get it, doesn't make a difference to me about you or anybody else.
Yeah.
That was just a decision that you wanted to make, that you felt that was best for you, and that's fine with me. Yeah. Perfectly fine. Like, so, but as far as Kyrie,
stupid, he's not stupid, bro. No, he not.
Nah.
Like,
as far as Kyrie, I mean, what he says about this vaccination, it doesn't seem like he's just against the vaccine, period. It just seems like the things that's going on about people not getting vaccinated is what really bothering him more than anything. Like, basically, like, people are losing their jobs because they don't want to get vaccinated, which I totally agree with 100%. I should not have to risk my livelihood because you're trying to force me to take a needle.
Right.
I'm with that 100%. So
sure,
that right there, I'm with it. But as far as like his team, you and KD put all this together, bro. KD left a dynasty to come play with you.
Only you.
Only you. Yeah, Harden is cool, but he left the dynasty to play with you.
Yeah.
So come on, bro. You gotta, you know what I mean?
And it's just like, bro, niggas don't like, cause bro, you gotta look at how much money. He got $35 million this year. And then on the table is the 4 years, 196. So that's a total of $231 million over the next 5 years that he'll be turning down if he don't take the vaccine. Because they saying they're not gonna offer it to him, and I'm sure no other team is offering him 4 years, 196. So it's like, bro, like a lot of people saying, oh, he should. A lot of people talking about it would not getting this shot for $230 million. It sound good.
Yeah.
230. It'd have been a lot of niggas lined up outside that line, bro. They can talk that shit.
I'm with that too. I'm a part of them niggas. If you offer me 231 right now, all I gotta do is get the shot. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Fully guaranteed.
Let's do it.
He could blow his shit out to, bro. Chris Bobby got sick. He's still getting money from the Heat. Like, I don't know, but I'm not gonna call a nigga stupid for shit. Because bro, Angie, she followed him on social media. Him and his new girl that he just had the baby with. Like they hella into like herbal lives and they hella into like natural care and she a lot of videos on like the vaccine and why they against it and shit. And for what she said, like from all the videos she said, she really don't think he gonna get it. Like she said, they just too into like getting shit out the earth and just like, so it's like, if that's what you believe in, that's your stance, bro. Especially when you got Bradley Beal not getting it, but he could play because he in the state without the mandate. And he can even play in New York. A visitor could come to New York and play, but because Kyrie played there all year, he can't play in the games.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That to me would make me say fuck that vaccine if I was already against it.
Right. And that, that was kind of like the same thing with Wiggins. Wiggins ended up getting it.
Right.
But it's the same exact thing. It's this California and this New York mandate, whatnot. Right.
And the difference between Wiggins and Kyrie, Wiggins ain't made as much money as Kyrie.
So Wiggins wasn't gonna pass up that. I'm not losing 15 plus.
Can't. You
just
can't. And they probably did what the Nets did and told him go home for the year if you ain't gonna play.
Go home for the year if you ain't gonna play.
He ain't got the Nike deals and all of that outside of this. He got to come get that check. He still, you feel me? I mean, he done made some good money, I'm sure, but he ain't made no.
He ain't made no Kyrie money.
No, so he had to come get that. He said, if I don't get the vaccine, I feel like I'm gonna have to be out the league. Like that's fucked up.
And and that's probably true though, honestly.
For real.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And at my job came on there and said, January 4th, if you're not vaccinated, you got to go. We giving y'all enough time to either make your decision to get vaccinated or to find other employment.
Yeah, so like with my job right now, right? It's not necessarily the company itself, because they don't really care about the vaccine. Their stance is we're not forcing you to do anything you don't want to do. But it's due to we working at SFO airport. They're the ones who's really like, you need to be vaccinated by December 1st or you can't get in the door.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's not the company itself.
No. Reg be on them flights. If y'all ain't know, Reg be on the move, nigga.
It's not the company itself. It's San Francisco International Airport.
See, and that's kind of at my job, because see, I work at a nonprofit, but I'm placed at a school site. So at first they was thinking we wasn't gonna have to, but then the school district mandated it. So then they like, well, if y'all gonna be here, either then y'all gotta get it. So then my nonprofit was like, well, if the people that's working in schools gotta get it, we might as well make the whole office get it, even the people that ain't, just so it could be like fair. So it's like, yeah, like that's a lot of places like the company you work for might not be the one doing it, but if they partnering with somebody, you got to follow them rules.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, it's gonna be like, it's a tough call right now, bro. But me personally, just in a situation like, bro, I can't tell the mortgage company, bro, well, hey, bro, I didn't want to get vaccinated, so I lost my job. You can't. When that it's gonna be cookies.
Right.
It's like it ain't
right.
Then the nigga could really, you feel me?
Right.
So it's like I had to just go on and get. Because I wasn't really in it for it either, and I didn't like the mandate myself, bro. But what could you do, bro?
Yeah, at that point, it's like, what can you do? So it is what it is.
And it's like you can't leave the country, bro. I like to travel too. I like
a
lot of barriers. They making it hard, and I don't like it, bro. But that's just what it is.
That's just life in 2021 going further, like
Yeah. You can't even go to a restaurant right now.
You can't go to a restaurant. You can't go to a bar. You can't work out in San Francisco. Like I can't even go lift a weight at 24-hour fitness because I don't got, you know what I mean? Like I gotta go Daly City or down that way. Like
so it's a lot going on. But shit, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Kyrie and them. But let's move into the seeding for the year. Let's get into it. Should we start with the East or should we start with the West?
Let's go East. East is a little stronger than the West.
Yeah, they is looking a little better. So look, this is what I got coming out. I got as the 1 seed, I got the Bucks taking the 1 seed. I feel like Giannis, I feel like he'll come out dominating all year. Middleton gonna be a little bit more comfortable after he got to the finals and won. Drew coming into his spot this year too, bro. So they was year one. Now they even more comfortable. I feel like they're gonna be clicking even more. The Nets, even though they ain't got Kyrie, bro, they still got Harden and KD. That should be enough to still.
That's enough right there.
Third, I got the Atlanta Hawks, bro. The
Mm-hmm.
the thing about the Hawks, bro, I really like, bro, them niggas done built a team. All they had last year, now they done added Hunter back into the mix,
Mm-hmm.
Reddish in the mix, and bro,
Mm-hmm.
I'm begging them all season, and they finally did. They went and got a backup big. They got Jang now,
Yeah. Veteran too.
veteran, bro, and that's what I'm saying. Cause bro, when Capella went to the bench last year for that little 15-ish, 18 minutes, they used to be getting cooked.
Yeah.
So you would have a lead, you up 15, he go to the bench for 4 minutes, now you up 4. Now
Yeah.
8. You know what I'm saying? Instead of pushing it to 20 something, Jang he keep you at least where you was at.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I feel like they got too much trade coming into his own. I just feel like they nice.
Mm-hmm.
They really got sleeper final hopes right now. I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fourth. Now this is where it got tricky. This is where it got tricky, and I'll be willing to move this team based on what you said. Like I got Boston at 4. And now listen, Boston, it kind of started off. I think they 0-2 right now.
Yep.
But I like what they doing, bro. As far as you got Marcus Smart running the point, I think Marcus Smart finna take another leap this year, bro. He's a good player. Dennis Schroeder, he didn't finish that good with the Lakers, but he coming off the bench for them.
Mm-hmm.
So he back into that role. I like him in that role as the 6th man. Like he bring a whole different pace to it. So I feel like Tatum need to take another step. Jaylen Brown take another step. I think they could get a top 4 seed, bro.
Mm-hmm.
5, I got the Heat. I'm not as high on the Heat as some people is, bro, and that's my team. But the Kyle, that just didn't move me, bro, the way it moved some people.
Right.
I don't know, bro. I don't see how Kyle Lowry becomes life-changing for us. I never thought he was that good, bro, but it is what it is. I think they come out playing good. Their defense going to be on lock. So
Right.
we'll say that it's gonna be hard to score on that. So I still think we'd be right there. They could have a better record than Boston. That'd be close, but I think I'm gonna go with the young Bulls to pass them out. Then I got the Sixers at 6.
Okay.
I didn't know where I wanted to put the Sixers at, bro, because I'm thinking with or without Ben Simmons, it's mainly about Embiid. How many games can he stay healthy?
Mm-hmm.
Tobias, they got Maxey. I really want to kind of drop him lower, but these other 2 teams, I'm a little, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I put him right there just based off Embiid. If he could miss under 20 games this year, I think they could get a top 6 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these last 2 teams is the team that you said you and your boy bet on, the Hornets and the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go with your boy, Reg. I was looking at it, and I'm like, so listen, let me hear you out why the Hornets are 7 and they 8, bro. I was looking at their roster, and the Bulls ain't got no bench. The Bulls have no bench. I mean, they got Kobe White. Kobe White, that's my dog. So that's definitely a good piece. But then Alex Caruso, bro, he's not. I don't see him being like that's your second best bench player.
Yeah.
Troy Brown, Derrick Jones Jr. I mean, Derrick Jones Jr. was cool, but he wasn't like Tony Bradley, another UNC dude, but Tony Bradley not really it like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really a deep team. So it's like they start 5 is good. Lonzo, Zach, DeMar, Vucevic, Patrick Williams. But past that, bro, they not that deep. Then if you look at the Hornets bench, though, they got Ish Smith, solid little backup. James Bouknight, he ain't came to his own yet, but I feel like he gonna be a solid piece.
Mm-hmm.
Oubre, now he wasn't great for the Warriors because y'all needed him to be more than what he was. But in this role, as a bench player, just kind of one of the vets, he could get back into what he was doing with the Suns.
Yeah.
And he wasn't doing bad for you. I think he still averaged like 15 points, but it just with Clay out, y'all needed him to be like
a 20+ score. Like
they just need him to get to 15.
Yeah.
Then they got PJ Washington coming off the bench, and they got Kai Jones from Texas. I like Kai Jones.
I do too.
Protector. I think he's gonna get a little bit more offensive moves, but I don't know, bro. When I start looking through them teams, I'm like, ooh, it's tough. I don't know, bro. I don't see no real solid bench for them. Anybody get hurt? Let's say even if Zoe get hurt and Kobe White got to start, now they have no bench.
Yeah. That's a good argument.
Then you look at it, and then for the Hornets, even though Melo the point guard, he's 6'8", so they got Terry Rozier out there, so they solid still. Gordon Hayward coming back, bro. He been looking good.
He been looking good. He just got to stay healthy.
If he could stay healthy, he's solid. And then LaMelo was the best thing ever happened to Bridges.
Right.
He had 30 last night.
Right.
So it's like, bro. And then Mason Plumlee, bro, he a solid center, bro. With a solid player at every backup spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't really see how, like, and you got LaMelo, bro. Like, I think LaMelo gonna be better than any nigga on the board. I think we look up this year and say, oh shit, this nigga done passed Levine, and Levine ain't even on the record. I mean, he ain't even really took his leap yet, but LaMelo that nigga, bro.
He is.
And I seen some shit that said they had LaMelo 11. They didn't have my nigga in the playoff game. They got bruh fucked up, nigga. They might could even get the Sixers.
Yeah.
But the Bulls, I didn't like their depth, bro. I didn't like it. And then to the point where they so front heavy, they can't even really make no trades to go get nobody else.
Right.
Because what would you, like, I mean, if you give up Kobe White, some picks, and what? You ain't finna go get no star level player.
Nah, with the Bulls, they just need fillers. People that could just give you, the 8s and the 5 rebounds, the people that ain't gonna score, but they gonna come out and D up. Like, you know what I mean? But I do like your list though. I do.
It's tough. Oh, and then because the play-in term, I got the Pacers 9 and the Knicks 10, bro. I'm not big on the Knicks.
You're not big on the Knicks.
I'm big on it, bro. What I seen last year, I mean, last year was a good year for them, bro, but now they got Kemba. A lot of they shit was like gritty. We playing defense.
Yeah.
Kemba's not playing no fucking defense, bro. Mm-hmm. He's a defensive, like, he kills.
He's a liability, bro.
Yeah, and then your backup is D-Rose. Like, and I don't think Julius Randle, I don't think he gets much better. I think that was the ceiling. I could be wrong. I was banking on Taylor to make second team last year. I was all for it, but I feel like that's the ceiling for him.
And the thing with Kemba is his shot selection is terrible.
Right.
Like, he will shoot you out the game.
Right. He still shoot like he on the team that ain't got no chance of winning. He just out there putting up.
Right.
I don't think he understands that, bro. This is not what you do on a team competing for the playoffs. I don't see it. But I think they could get that 10th spot. I mean, could they beat the Pacers and then maybe get into the playoffs? Possibly, but I don't know, bro. I think it's going to be tough. And right now, as it would stand, I got the Bucks coming out the East.
Yeah.
I got the Bucks. As of right now today, I really wanted to say Atlanta, but we'll come back on in a month or so, and I say Atlanta. I just a little bit more. I feel good about what Atlanta got, but I say the East. I say the Bucks right now. And
all right.
Huh?
I'm with you on the Bucks. I am.
Yeah.
I am. But my list in the East are Bucks 1.
Okay.
Like you said, they comfortable. They just, last year was just the filling out process.
Right.
Now it's just, all right, we know what to do. Let's do it again. 2, Brooklyn, James and KD. That's enough in the East for me. Mm-hmm. No Kyrie, whatnot. That's enough in the East. 3, I like Atlanta.
Okay.
I do. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just, like I look at Atlanta, how, remember when the Dubs was playing like the Clippers and the Spurs, like they went through them growing pains before they took that next leap.
Yeah.
I look at Atlanta like them right now.
That's a good comparison.
4. All right. Yeah, 4. I like the Bulls, bruh. I do. I like them, and I'm gonna tell you why I like the Bulls. The bench is shaky, right? But when you really look at their division, like not the conference, just their division, right? Mm-hmm. The only team that's really giving them fits in that division is Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't see Indiana. Damn sure not the Pistons. The Pistons are, and damn sure not Cleveland.
Yeah.
Like, that's my argument for them, right?
Okay.
5, right now I gotta say Boston. I don't see them being on the slide for too much longer.
Okay.
6 will probably have to be Philly for me.
Mm.
Just because they have, like, they got talent. It's just the coaching.
Okay.
That could get you to the playoffs. It's about what he do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, okay, 7. You give me LaMelo. No, timeout. 7, you give me Miami.
Okay.
And then 8, you give me LaMelo. And 9 and 10 is Indiana and the Knicks. Like,
Yeah.
everything else, like, I like the Heat, but like you said, Kyle Lowry doesn't move me like that.
You're right.
I could be wrong. The Heat could be higher on my list. If Bam take that extra leap,
Man.
they might be the 5th seed to me.
Okay.
It's all for Bam for me. We know what Jimmy Butler gonna do. I feel like Hero needs to step it up a little more too.
Right.
But other than that, if Bam takes that extra leap as far as his offensive game, they're top 5, top 4 to me.
Okay. That's not a bad list. The Bulls, I'm telling you, the Bulls got a lot to prove this year. DeRozan, they got Levine. A lot of people, I like Levine. A lot of people high on Levine. So we're gonna see if this is his year. We need an all NBA team. We need to play up. We need this to be a leap for you, big dog.
I know what Levine gonna do. Levine gonna put up points. Like, if you look at his numbers these last 2 games, they're great. He's balling, right? But it's not even about Levine to me. It's Lonzo. Yeah. Lonzo has found his home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he triple-double last night, 3 steals. DeRozan, he's doing his thing. Like, I looked at the shot selection from the first 2 games. I feel like he's just, just getting a feel for the system. Yeah. I feel like he's gonna get more comfortable as the year go along, right? And another thing is, they all vets.
Mm-hmm.
In that starting lineup, it's only really one young guy. Like, okay, Levine's young, Lonzo's young, right? But they're basically vets now.
Yeah.
DeRozan, we've seen him 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Vucevic, now this is the sleeper about that team. It's Vucevic. Nobody talks about that guy. He's an all-star.
For sure. Deserved.
And so him, and then all Pat Williams got to really do is really knock down shots and D up. I like that team. Now, if they could get a better bench within the year, it'll make me more comfortable.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's only like Kobe right now. I thought they was gonna keep marketing, but I guess he just wanted his way out.
Yeah.
I don't think he I know he was chasing that bag, but Cleveland, like, you know what I mean?
Now if they would have had him with Kobe, that would have been something we could have talked.
Yeah.
But we how we do. We'll be back in a month or so, and we're gonna see what it's looking like, and we're gonna update it in a month after we see it a little bit more. Mm-hmm. But I like, so you got Bucks 1, Nets 2, Hawks 3, Bulls 4, Boston 5, Sixers, Heat, Hornets, and then Pacers Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get it on to the West. So out West, I got them boys out in Phoenix as the 1 seed. I got them finishing 1. I got the Jazz 2.
Mm-hmm.
Reason being, they just a regular season team, bro. Like, they gonna get the wins. They don't really have a lot of injuries, and they got a system where even if somebody do get hurt, they got the pieces to do it and just everybody keep afloat, bro. I don't know, like,
right.
They a little solid offense. They play D. They should be cool. I got the Lakers 3, even though they've been looking shaky, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When I wrote this, they didn't play yesterday. So we'll see if they could keep that. I think they'd be okay. You got to stop playing Russ with Rondo with this second unit. That's work. Rondo need to be out there with Bron when Bron getting his minutes away from Russ. They didn't already play it together. Let Russ either get AD or let him get the shooters.
Yeah.
So it should be AD and Russ minutes together, Bron, Rondo minutes, and then you get when Russ go to the bench, you can find a few minutes for Bron and AD. But you cannot keep telling Russ he got to be out here with Rondo, then he got to be out here with Bron, and think he gonna cook. It's not gonna work. So they get their rotation together. I think they still finish third. Now this was a little bit more, I think, wishful thinking. Because now after watching them play, I don't really feel that good about this no more. I need my guy to get this MVP. So I got Luka at 4. Because, bro, the numbers he putting up, he finished 4th. He could get the MVP, bro.
Yeah.
He averaged 29, 9, and 9 last year. It wasn't even really in the conversation.
Yeah.
So if he could get to 4, I don't know, bro, but I'm really disappointed in what they did. Mavs, they made no move. They got KP. They got Hardaway, but your second most efficient player shouldn't be Hardaway Jr.
Nope.
But I feel like Luka gonna turn that switch, and I feel like he gonna get mad, and I think they could do it, bro. 5th, I got the Warriors. Now the Warriors, a lot of people probably gonna say they should be over Dallas, and I actually been liking the way they've been looking. And remember, I don't know if you remember, Reg, when we came on way long. The first time we ever came on, I said Curry gonna have about 8 bad games. They gotta find. Last year they lost all 8 of those.
Yes, they did.
This year they got Curry didn't have a great game 1.
Nope.
And they found a way to win that. So they already 1 for 1 on Curry and full of bad games. So that's a positive sign for me. That's what I wanted to see, like what it was gonna look like. So I do feel like they got action in top 4. If not, I mean 5 right there. Like it ain't like this.
Yeah, it's not too much of a difference.
Yeah, they'd be right there. That's who they would play them in the first round.
Yeah.
And it's only saying that because Dallas was still around this mark last year with this same team. Curry, they ain't really made hella moves, but and they was kind of lower. So the thing, I don't know. Like, I think he could elevate him up to 4 and then get him to 5. 6, Jamal Murray ain't back yet. I don't know when he coming back. I got the Nuggets though at 6. They probably would have been higher if Jamal Murray was coming back earlier. But that's where they at. The Clippers, like I said, same thing. Kawhi probably earliest they said was after All-Star break. They looked okay against the Warriors the other day, but it's just not that many teams. So it's like they're gonna get in, bro. It's not the normal deep West.
Right.
This next spot, bro, I'm finna change this shit as we talking, bro. So what I had on here was the Pels at 8. But Fat Boy, Zion big ass, he get bigger and bigger, and he ain't playing. Now he talking about he want to leave. They ain't been looking good, bro. So they not. I was thinking that they needed to make the playoffs this year because I ain't even got Zion top 20 right now. Not playoff bound. But I think Minnesota gonna get that 8 spot, bro.
I'm with you on that.
I think they gonna get it. And I was thinking about switching it early, but as I'm looking at it, bro, no. Minnesota, bro. Towns is back.
Yes.
I just had this talk with my guy Dio. I'm like, Towns not in my top 20, but as soon as he ready to get back to dominating, I know he had all off the court shit going on. As soon as he ready, he back top 15, bro. That's one of the most talented players in the league, bro. You got this young stud, Anthony Edwards. He's a dog. A dog. And then you get D'Angelo Russell playing back solid. He ain't even got to be just a star. He just got to give you your 16 to 20.
Yep.
They could get that. They could even have a better record than the Clippers, but right now I keep them at 8. Portland is tough to say Dame not gonna make the offs. He'd be in the play-in, but bro, it's like I'm not picking Dame over Steph right now in the Warriors. Nope. I can't give him. I don't. Luka, no. Jokic, no.
And that roster they got around him, it doesn't move me.
No.
It doesn't.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna respect you enough to at least say you're gonna get the first playing spot, but I can't get you no higher than that, big friend. So it's like I don't know. And then the Pels, I get that last playing spot for me.
All right, out west. I gotta go Phoenix.
Okay.
I'm going Phoenix 1. It's kind of subjective too, honestly. I mean, I know we 2 games in, but you know, our that division that division, like the Pacific Division, it's really up to Phoenix, the Dubs, and the Lake Show.
Yeah.
All them honestly have contention for the number 1 seed, depending on the record between them 3.
Okay.
But right now, today, I'm choosing Phoenix.
Phoenix 1. Okay.
2, I'm gonna go Utah. Like you said, regular season team. All they're gonna do is just win that. We don't know what they're gonna do in the playoffs, but they
put a dollar on them in the playoff.
Yeah, like they could get you 50, 55 wins.
Yeah.
3, I'm gonna go with my boys. Going with the Warriors at 3. I'm gonna go with my boys at 3. And the reason being is the roster we have constructed this year around Steph. It gives me 2015 Warriors again. You know what I mean? And Jordan Poole, with his development, he looks great. We don't know what Klay gonna look like yet. Hopefully Wiseman takes another leap.
Right.
But we're not seeing the fucking Brad Wanamakers, you know what I mean? All them scrubs that was getting on the court that couldn't make a shot when they knew. Like, I remember saying last year, right? When Steph leaves the court, it's going to be terrible until he gets back on the court.
Right.
I don't have them same feelings this year.
Okay.
So for that, I'm going to have to say Warriors 3. I like the Otto Porter pickup. You was a top 3 pick. You don't have to do much. You just come in, do your job over here, make a couple buckets. We're going to be all right.
Right.
Iggy coming back. I like him for the veteran mentorship for all the young guys on the team, and he still could D up. We don't, Kuminga, I'm not going to put too much stock into him this year, but he could do a little something. Moody as well, but we deep. We go 12, 15 nightly. A lot of teams can't do that.
Okay.
Now 4, give me the Lakers. It's Bron. And the reason I say this, right, is because 1, this roster that they got around Brown right now, I don't see this being the playoff roster. I just don't. Like, it's when I was looking, I've watched these last 2 games that they played. Who's the jump shooter on the Lakers?
And they waiting for whatchamacallit to get back too. Wayne got to come back.
Right. Wayne Ellington got to get back. But I'm not used to seeing Bron take 8 threes a game.
Yeah. He damn near their best shooter right now.
And he knocking them down too. I can't knock that against him. He knocking them down. But with Bron as your best 3-point shooter on the team, I don't think he's ever had that title on no team he's played with.
Nope.
That just don't look right to me. Like you said, these Russ, Rondo, Bazemore, AD, and DeAndre Jordan.
Horrible lineup.
That lineup will win you games in 2004. We are in 2021. That does not work.
That's one of the worst lineups you could throw out there, bro.
That doesn't work.
That's a horrible fucking lineup.
For that lineup to work, you need Russ and Bazemore to knock down jumpers.
Right.
That's not a safe bet.
That's not what you want to count on.
No.
Driving lanes ain't none of that.
That spacing is terrible. 5. All right, this one it gets a little tricky. 5, I like damn. 5, believe it or not, I like Memphis. I like Memphis to take a leap this year. I really do.
Ooh, bro, I ain't even got Memphis in the offs.
I like Memphis, bro. I do.
Ooh, that's a good.
I like Memphis.
I got to rethink about the, bro. I ain't even got Memphis top 10.
I like Memphis, bro. That division, you got Luka, right? But other than that, I don't believe in Houston. They're not ready. Pelicans, Zion's about 320 right now. He looks like a lineman. You know what I mean? So if Memphis is gonna take a leap, the time is now.
I feel it.
6, give me Luka. 7, and this is only because Kawhi ain't back. You give me the Clippers.
At 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's right. I went that too. Yeah.
And 8, I'm rocking with Minnesota.
I like it.
I'm rocking with Minnesota just because when Edwards came out, right? And I felt this with him because, you know, I've been through the same situation. They were speaking about his grandmother. How his grandmother means so much to him. He's basically raised by his grandma. That's my life. You know what I mean? So once I've seen like the pain in his face talking about his grandma, I knew right then he was gonna play with some real pain, real ball. Like, you know what I mean? Once I seen that, I liked him. I don't care he went to Georgia. That just tells me a lot about you. You went number 1 coming out of Georgia.
Right.
And like that says a lot about you.
For sure. Definitely.
And then 9 and 10, I'm not discounting Dame. You give me Dame at 9 and 10. It's not enough teams in the West. You gotta say the Pelicans.
So, bro, I'm gonna ask you this, bro. So the Nuggets ain't top 10?
Ooh.
With the MVP?
Ooh, I totally forgot about the Nuggets.
The Nuggets don't make your top 10?
All right. Let's rewind.
MVP, if not.
Let's rewind. Because I totally forgot about them. Then you give me the Nuggets at 8. And then you got Dame in Minnesota playing in that playoff spot.
So the Pels is out.
The Pels out because I don't know what I'm gonna get from them. I just don't know.
So let me okay, so we got Suns 1, Jazz 2, Warriors 3, Lakers 4, Memphis 5, Dallas 6, 7. You said Nuggets 8.
Yeah, give me the Nuggets at 8.
And then erase these, and then you said Minnesota at 9, Portland at 10.
Yep.
Out.
Pels is out. The thing is, Denver totally slipped my mind. But I have Denver so low is because 1, Jamal Murray, I don't know when you're coming back. That's 1. And you a major key to that team. 2, y'all didn't really get nobody that moves me. Like, yeah, Jokic, all right, cool. MVP, yeah. But other than that, it's him and Jamal to me. Other than that, I don't like if Michael Porter Jr. could take that leap.
That's what they really counting on, bro. That's why you give him $200 million.
Yeah, like if he really could take that leap, all right, cool. But other than that, I don't know.
This interesting. I kind of forgot about Memphis, but I kind of want to put them in over the Pels at 10.
See, the thing is, I watch Memphis. Ja, and we're going to get to that later, but Ja, man.
Special.
man, oh, man.
Let's get into it now, bro. You got Memphis at 5. You got the Hornets at 8 in the East. Let's take their PGs. You got Ja Morant. You got LaMelo Ball. You have no team. Reggie, you just became the new GM of this new expansion team. You have nobody. You could take a couple players from the team. The first 2 teams you could pick from is the Memphis Grizzlies and the Hornets. You could either take Ja or you could take LaMelo. It's the first pick on your new franchise that you started your team.
And that's hard, bro. Because I like them both. That's hard because I like them both, but I'm going to slide a little bit towards Ja.
Red say Ja.
Look, what I've been seeing from Ja, this man is like, you know, when we talk about athletic point guards, right? The first 2 names is always going to be Rose and Russ.
Thanks.
Ja is making an argument right
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, what, 23? 24?
Might not even be that old.
He might not even be that old. He might be 22.
Yeah.
Like, that man, I seen him give Curry work in the playoff, in that play-in game.
Right.
He was giving that man work.
Yeah.
In the West?
He just turned 22.
Oh yeah.
In August.
And there's no knock against LaMelo. I like LaMelo. He's 6'8", pass first point guard that can score. You know what I mean?
20 though. He just turned 20.
He's only 22.
You said
if Ja get a jump shot, a consistent jump shot.
Those cookies.
Oh man.
So I really like Ja a lot too, bro. And on some just personal, like, we niggas from the hood, bro. So we gonna always like that type of nigga, like that type of style, like get up in your face. I'm finna try to dunk on you, like that's why I be like Edward, like that's where all of that comes. But it's like, I think I got to go with Melo, bro.
I can't be mad at you. I can't.
I really think I got to go Melo, bro, just because, bro, like what I'm starting to learn is that I lean towards the more do it all type of player, like the Lucas, the LaMelos, the Cades, like those are the type of, and I'm with this younger generation, I don't like it a little bit more. Now that ain't, but it's like Ja, the thing is, like he hella athletic, he clutch, he big time, but bro, he be taking off on. That shit be looking dangerous. And so, bro, you be getting up there, bro, and you don't be completing that shit. Like, it's one thing that you can rise on somebody, but bro, you be missing a lot. And I just feel like LaMelo can impact the game from so many different spots.
Right.
Like he could get in there and rebound. He a better passer than Ja. He a better shooter than Ja. Better rebounder than Ja. Better all around shot creator, playmaker. Like I don't really see like Ja obviously got more heart.
Yeah.
But from like if I was just building a team and based around the players that I'm kind of liking, Melo kind of that he in that same like Luka K arena.
Yeah. I can't be mad at you about that. I can't.
But I mean, it's close though.
It's close.
It's
close.
But I like LaMelo, bro. I'm really a big fan. And that's how much I like Cade, because I say Cade over LaMelo.
Yeah. I think Cade gonna be nice.
So
we're gonna get to our predictions later, but Cade is gonna take Detroit back to where they need to be.
Man. So let's get into that then, right? That's the next thing. So you said Ja. We're gonna see what the people say. I think a lot of people gonna lean with you and Ja, but it's just something about that, bro. I don't know. That 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah.
PG, bro. That do it for me, bro.
Yeah.
A 6'8" PG.
Yeah. I can't be mad at you. I really can't.
So rookie of the year, where we going?
I'm going Cade.
Okay.
Just on the fact that I watched Houston's first game. I didn't watch their second game, but I watched their first game. 9 points. Yeah. I know it's the first game, but 9 points.
Yeah.
Like I don't see Cade coming out and giving you 9.
Yeah.
And to me, the rookie of the year is only a 2-man race.
Right.
I could be wrong, but in my opinion, it's only gonna either go to Cade or Jalen Green. Jalen Green is looking like that. He's looking like that. That athletic guard, first year, want to take a whole bunch of shots. Don't really know his shot selection yet in the league. Like, it's going to come with him, but Cade's going to average more assists. He's probably going to average the same amount of points as you. You know what I mean? Like, he's just going to have a better all-around year. And he's in the East.
Right.
That's another thing. He's in the East. He might have more wins than you. And
it's like, bro, because niggas like, oh, he was doing good in the summer league, bro. The thing with the summer league, you got to understand is that's a lot of players that's coming out of college or that been in the league but ain't been in no minutes. So that's kind of what them this type of competition he used to playing. Like that's the college level. He could get his shot off. Now
exactly.
The pros, bro. Now this is the real deal. These is every night, so it's like you being a high volume scorer. Let's see if that can translate. But if you not score, like he had 9 points. he didn't really score that well. So what else did he bring to the table?
What else did you do to make your team better?
Right. If Cade only give you 9 in the game, he gonna probably have 8 assists.
He's gonna have
8 rebounds. He gonna have a couple steals. Like it's just more that he bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, I got to side with Cade as well. If you go in MVP, where you rocking right now?
Giannis. Giannis is my MVP today. For the rest of the year, honestly.
Giannis, yeah. Bro, because the thing about Giannis, I think it might be like he got a strong chase of being like Bron, bro. You know, they gave him the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then they just found a random nigga to get in. Not a random nigga. Now, let me not just straight D-roll. But they just threw a nigga in there that wasn't really on the radar.
Right.
That's what they just did with Jokic.
Right.
Same type of MVP. And then Bron came and got 2 more.
Yeah.
And it was a case that he could have had all 5 of them.
Yeah.
I think, bro, Giannis might could get these next 2, bro, and be right on that same, like, elevation.
The thing with Giannis is, like, honestly, like, if I had to choose, like, let's just say a top 4 MVP right now, right? Giannis would be number 1.
Okay.
I don't think they'd give it to KD just because of the team he plays for. You know how that goes. But so I would have to say, like, a Steph.
But no Kyrie.
Steph has no Kyrie. That could change the argument. But Steph
second.
Bron, of course, he's always in the argument. All right. I throw KD in there.
At 4?
I throw KD in there at 4.
Okay.
But Giannis, the thing with Giannis is he's playing like he's never won it before.
Man, so hungry.
He's just hungry. Like, you know what I mean? And he has the confidence of shooting a jumper these days. like that's the thing.
Bro, I tweeted, bro, if he get a jumper, bro, and this is no bullshit, he got a chance at being the GOAT, bro.
The GOAT. Like,
oh my God, bro. He already doing shit like 35 and 12 in the finals. What would he be doing with a jumper, bro? You watch hoop, I watch hoop. What's the game plan?
Like, you can't stop that man. At that point, there's no stopping him.
Because then it's like, bro, now he's like KD with muscle, like really dominant down low. And it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know if we've ever seen nothing like that if he could get a jumper, bro. Because you really talking about now you can be on the perimeter and you still dominant down low like Shaq.
Oh, man. And you could dribble the ball and go
rebound. Now we don't know if you finna pull up or if you finna pump fake and 2 dribbles, not 1 dribble dunk. Bro, Giannis from the opposite line, free throw line, only got to take 2, maybe 3 dribbles, and he's at the rim.
Right.
Yeah, bro. That's really like, we talk this Bron Jordan shit. Both them niggas finna be watched if he get a jump shot. I don't know what to tell him. But my top 4, if your top 4 is Giannis, Steph, Bron, KD, I'm telling you, I got to go Luka. I'm sticking with Luka, bro. He got the breakthrough, bro.
I can't knock you on that.
If he could get a top 4 finish he didn't already average 28, 8, 8, 9, and then 29, 9, and 9 last year. He do that again with a top 4 finish. How can they not really give it to him?
It'd be like that same season. And honestly, I don't even think he got to be top 4. It could be top 6. You remember when Russ led the Thunder to the playoffs?
Yeah.
He averaged a triple-double, all that. I don't see Luka averaging a triple-double, but it will be close.
He going to be in them 9s.
It's going to be like, I can see him averaging 27, 8, and 9.
For sure.
If he does that with like a top 6, I see him winning the MVP. I do. He can win the MVP.
So we got to have him up there. Second, I'm going to go Giannis. Because like you said, I think that he is going to be the 1 seed, and I feel like he's still playing hungry. 3, I'm going to go Steph. Only because I do see them finishing the higher seed. And if he play like he played last year, they probably is going to give it. But I see him coming down a little bit from that.
Mm-hmm.
The season, just for the simple fact he ain't going to have to do as much as he had to do last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have him come down. And then that 4th spot, if we had to go top 4. Ooh.
It get a little tough at 4.
I really want to say a name here, bruh, but I don't really know. Cause like, bruh, I be feeling like, damn, this was not my guy.
Mm-hmm.
But bruh, if you're gonna finish third in the East,
Trey?
yeah,
Yeah.
Trey might could give you 30 in the. I can see Trey Young, bro, lead the league in assists this year.
Has he done it already?
Did he do it last year?
I want to say he did it last year.
Ooh.
If it wasn't him, he was like second.
Wait, he might have did. Wait, I know he was only player to average. What was it, over 27 and 9 last year?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if he led the league in assists last year. That's actually interesting. I need to look that up because I think he might. Let me see. Okay, no, he was second.
He was second. Okay.
Russ averaged 11.7. He averaged 9.4.
Okay.
But he was only player averaged over 25 points and 9 assists last year.
Mm-hmm.
So if he could take another step with the points, if they could take another leap in the record, because what were they, the 6th seed last year?
Yep.
So with all that they got going, bro, I'm trying to see, because like you said, KD with Harden, bro, that's going to be a tough sale for MVP for either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And them not going to be good enough for it.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic, he already got it, so he ain't raw enough for them to give him back to back. They don't even move like that.
Nope.
Tatum, it's gonna be hard for sale of Tatum if you behind Trey.
Yeah. I don't think they win enough games for you for Jason to be even be in consideration. And also, I don't see him having a better season than Giannis.
Right. So yeah, bro, I'm going Trey Young, bro. I had to think about that 4th one, but that's where I'm at right now with it, bro.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
So Luka, Giannis, Steph, Trey Young for me. Giannis, Steph, Bron, KD for you.
Mm-hmm.
We move. Let's see where else we got to go. Now, bro, we done went through our picks. We done went through the MVP. I need to hear, Reg, your all-time top 10, Reg. I need
Hold on, because I put this in my notes. I was at work doing this all day, right?
Yeah.
All right, at 1, I got the GOAT, number 23.
Mm-hmm.
That's no question. It's not even it's no argument to me for that. 2 is Bron for me.
Mm-hmm.
3, Kareem. 4, and this is interchangeable, but 4, Kobe.
Okay.
5, Magic. 6 is Duncan.
Okay.
7, Larry Bird.
Okay.
8, Hakeem.
9,
Shaq. And 10, for me, it's Kevin Durant.
KD.
For me, it's KD.
KD. This not a bad list, Reg. This is a pretty good list. Because yesterday we was talking about Hakeem versus Shaq, so you ended up going with Hakeem overall.
Yeah. I was basically like, Hakeem, I was looking at his resume. I was looking at Shaq's resume. You know what I mean? Hakeem, his longevity with the Rockets, that cannot be ignored.
Yeah. 3 finals, 2 rings.
It can't be ignored. Like,
best season ever.
Like that season he had MVP, defensive player of the year, like
finals
all-star MVP ring. Like, you can't knock that at all.
Mm-mm.
And okay, that first finals appearance, like, okay, Shaq, your first finals appearance, you played a king. And King was giving you work.
Buckets for sure.
He was giving you buckets. Now, Hakeem, his first finals appearance, that team is considered to be one of the greatest teams ever to be assembled in the NBA.
Right.
So it's like I can't really knock that against you.
Lost
You didn't really have a squad like that to even get there.
right.
So for you to get there, it's like, whew.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that says a lot about your game more than the team itself. So yeah, I gotta go with Keem on that. I do.
So, bro, for me, when I look at it, obviously Jordan 1,
Mm-hmm.
Bron 2. I personally got Magic 3
Mm-hmm.
and Kareem 4. But
I
those
get why. I get why.
them is also interchangeable as well. But it's just tough for me, bro, when you play for a decade together and Magic was the best player on the team.
Yeah.
Like it was Magic's show.
Yeah.
But Kareem is dominant, bro. And like you said, if you want to, like, and I know a lot of people talk about like what he did in high school, what he did in college, and I just really like to focus on the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he got 6 rings, which is, I mean, no, 6 rings and 6 MVPs, he only got 2 Finals MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
So on 4 of your rings, you was not the best player on the team. By that last ring, when Worthy got MVP, you was the 3rd best player on your team.
You was third option at that point.
Barely holding on to that title because Coop and them was coming.
They was.
Byron Scott was balling, bro. You was really just the 3rd biggest name. You damn near wasn't even the 3rd best player no more.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard for me to say that when Magic, his whole career, even when he didn't win into Worthy, bro, nobody thought Worthy was better than Magic.
Never.
Magic and his career got cut short. Like 9 out of 12 years, he was in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not talked about enough. And if he would have been able to stay healthy and then get sick, who knows how many more finals he go to? Who knows what the record is? He might have the all-time assist record if he able to play for 5 more years.
Right.
He got most of like individual records, but the longevity record, obviously, he didn't play long enough for that. This is where shit get tricky, bro. Kobe and TD for that 5th spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really almost want to call it a tie. Like, I really do, bro, because like it's just so close, bro. And it's like they really like Tim Duncan won the ring first. Then Kobe come back and win 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
Then Tim Duncan, in 5 years, Tim Duncan won 2, Kobe won 3, but Kobe has a second option. Then Tim Duncan come back and get a 3rd one. Now they tie. Then then he get another one and go up 4-3. Then Kobe comes 2. Then TD say, no, let me come get my 5th one. Hold on. And he's 1 shot away from being 6-0 in the finals.
Yeah.
Never went under 50 games. Never, except for lockout seasons. And people say, well, he had up, bro. Tony Parker was literally sleeping with the teammate White, Brent Berry. That's enough to ruin at least 1 season.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it could ruin the whole dynasty, but it should have been a year in there where it's like, damn, what happened to the Spurs that year? Like
they got threw off.
It never went left. David Robinson leave. Okay, we just gonna plug these people in. We just gonna make it keep the constant was TD.
It was Duncan.
And when you look at Kobe, even though Shaq left, that's your fault, bro. You pushed Shaq out of town.
Mm-hmm.
So you missed the playoffs in your prime.
Mm-hmm.
Like
multiple years.
Yeah, it's like, bro, and I know you was putting up good numbers, but you got to take some of the responsibility in Shaq leaving because that was part of y'all beef, and they had to pick you like, well, if he don't leave, I'll leave. And then he left, and then y'all wasn't winning.
Mm-mm.
So it's like, bro, I don't see how I could give it to him. I gotta go TD 5, bro.
And that's another thing about TD. The numbers he was putting up in the finals
was crazy, bro.
20, like he had a triple-double, a quadruple-double.
Man.
How, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man.
He went, what, 21, 20, 10, and 8 or something?
Yeah, some shit like that, bro. Like,
come on, bro. 21 rebounds, 10 assists, and 8 blocks in a closeout finals game?
In a closeout, like, come on, bro. Like,
talking about here, bro. Like, And like I said, bro, obviously you got Tony Parker, Ginobili, them was good players, but he helped elevate them to become these star players that we know today.
Yeah.
They had solid careers, but bro, TD, bro, and it's no disrespect to Kobe. If we talking skill, if we talking strictly skill, Kobe is number 2
all time.
But like I said, if we're talking skill, we have to take centers off the list,
right?
Because there's no center.
It's only one.
It's only Akeem as skilled as any of these guards. If that's the case, KD wouldn't be 10, he would be 3. T-Mac would be top 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot that you have to do if we're doing skill. So we go resume for everybody else, strictly eye test for Kobe. It's just not fair. Now, if you want to do, now for the next one, I think we should do, next time you come on, we're going to do our top 10 all-time skill list. That'd be fun too.
Yeah.
But if we're doing that, then that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah.
So talking resumes, bro. And it's hard to say a nigga with 2 finals MVPs and 1 MVP to be top 5, bro.
Yeah.
It's just tough. But I see it, bro. I get it. And I know I'm going to get hella slander for it. It's fine. But I got to stick with, like, bro, you know me, Red. Nigga can't move me off my take with no slander.
Nah.
It's true with my shit. And I've been saying, but this is where I will change, though, bro. I will go Kobe 6. Now, for a minute, I had Kobe at 7 behind Shaq as well. The only reason why I'm going to give Kobe Shaq is because, I mean, while they played together, Shaq was obviously the better player. Shaq was 4 years older, though. So he had a whole experience. But his longevity didn't pan out the same way as Kobe's. Kobe was able to play out of his 20 years. He gave you about 17, 18 good years.
He sure did.
Shaq should have retired after the Heat raised that championship in 06. He should have walked away at the year.
He should have been done.
Every year after that, even though he made an all-star team with the Suns, every year after that was bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
With Cleveland, he had one good season with the Suns. With the Celtics, that was an embarrassment. He really
at that point, he was chasing at that point.
He he admitted he wanted to catch Kobe with his 5 because he was behind. That's why he went to Boston. But I can't give somebody that cheated the game the way Shaq. And it's crazy to say somebody that scored 28,000 points, got 4 rings, 3 finals MVP, cheated the game, but it's true, bro.
Yeah.
If Shaq didn't, bro, he would be the GOAT.
Yeah.
He would be the best player ever. So for that reason, Kobe work ethic alone, and he got the numbers to go along with it, and he got rings. It's not like it's a crazy argument. I got to put him over Shaq.
Right. And another knock on Shaq, right? And it's not really a knock, but this is more like my Hakeem and Shaq debate. When you look at them 2 finals rosters, 3 finals rosters, really, that Hakeem took to the finals.
Yeah.
Who was really the best? Who was the best next man? Like, of course, Drexler was one of them. That last one, right? But
Vernon
Maxwell, Kenny Smith, like, and then that first one, it was like what, like Ralph Sampson?
Yeah.
Like,
they was calling themselves the Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers, but
no.
Shaq, you started off with Penny. Then when you said, all right, I'm done with Orlando, you got Kobe. All right, I'm done with y'all. You got Wade. You always had an elite guard next to you. Always.
Yeah.
Hakeem, it was him.
None of them were star players, bro. These is all super. Kobe's second all time. D-Wade third all time in their position. Like, this is not you know what I'm saying? It's not even close.
And the knock on Penny would be higher on everybody's list. He just got hurt.
Right.
That's it. He just got hurt.
Right. He would have been the best point guard of the 90s. He had already had the back-to-back first teams. It was finna be a takeover.
Yeah.
It was finna be cookies. But so then if Kobe's 6, we was talking yesterday, bro. I kind of like that you got Larry Bird at 7. But it's hard to say, is Larry Bird better than Hakeem and Shaq?
Okay. The knock for me, what gave Bird We was looking at the numbers, right?
Right.
I want to say, what was it, like 20? It was 20 plus. I know that. I forget the exact number,
It
but
was 24, 10, and 6.
yeah. That in 13 years.
3 straight MVPs.
3 straight MVPs. Like, I can't argue against that. I can't. Yeah, you always had a roster around you. But if that's the case, then you got to knock Steph. You know what I mean? I don't knock front offices for building how they supposed to build.
That's true.
I can't knock that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you won 3 straight MVPs on a team like that. I can only imagine what you would do if it's just you.
Right.
That's my argument right there.
That's definitely a good point. Ooh.
And the only reason that your career wasn't longer is because your back gave out on
you. Right.
If your back don't give out on you, what else do you do within the next 3 to 4 years?
Yeah.
That's the same thing with Magic. I promise you. If Magic and Bird, Magic with his sickness and Bird back giving out, something tells me they team up eventually. Eventually, they team up. Because Jordan was taking that. That's when Jordan was taking his leap. He was on the rise.
Yeah.
One of them, they would have been like, man, we have to beat him.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like they would have teamed up.
Damn, bro. And that's crazy because, bro, I had Shaq. I didn't have Shaq all over my top 10 over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq been all the way up at 5 at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had him at 6. I was thinking of him over Kareem when I was younger, but now I'm like, no, that can't be. So I had to let that go. And like I said, bro, the older I'm getting, the more I'm starting to lean Hakeem over Shaq, bro.
Yeah.
And then you said KD at 10.
Yeah.
I like KD at 10. I had Wilt at 10.
It's KD for me, bro. It's KD. And you know, everybody know KD's my favorite player. It's been my favorite player since way back when. It's not even the fact that he's my favorite player. You can't knock his numbers. You can't. KD averaged 20 coming in the league, right?
Ain't never had under that.
After that, he's never had under 25. Ever. His career average is 27 a game. Got an MVP. Got 2 finals MVPs. Supposed to be a 5-time scoring champion in a row.
Yeah.
50, 40, 90 club. He's a part of that.
Yeah.
He's 11-time all NBA. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like,
well, you making some good points, Reg.
Like, look, I know some people gonna tell me Steph is higher than KD, which I cannot be mad at. I can't. But do Steph get those other rings if KD don't come over here?
Come on, let's talk about it.
I'm just saying.
But people say, well, then do KD ever get a ring if he don't play with Steph?
And that's the other argument. But I feel like, and this goes against the front office once again. If y'all don't blow it up in OKC,
they would have
what y'all should have never done.
Put a paid Harden, bro.
Just pay Harden. You tell me they don't win at least one?
That's true. That's true.
Like the Spurs went after that, right? They went back to back after that final series against fucking Miami. We watched OKC give the Spurs work that year. They went to the finals.
Right.
You're telling me they don't beat them one more year to get back for a rematch against Miami? Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's on the front office for sure.
That's on the front office.
I still can't decide, bro, on Larry at 7 or Larry or Hakeem. But you're right. I'll go Larry, Hakeem. I like your 7 through 10. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Larry 7, Hakeem 8, Shaq 9, KD 10.
And KD still has room to move up.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He still has room to move up. I was debating this for so long. It was Dirk, KD, Steph. You know what I mean? Just the consistency for KD for me was the selling point.
And bro, how did Dirk get higher than D Wade, bro?
And that's another thing. See, that expands the list because I like KG, I like D Wade. You know what I mean?
D Wade beat Dirk. Dirk can beat D Wade. D Wade got 3 rings, so he got 1.
Like, and that's the thing. Like D Wade, like if we going, that was 10. If we going 15, I would probably say like D Wade 11, maybe Dirk 12. No, Steph 12, Dirk 13, maybe like a KG 14, and then 15. That's a little tough right there because there's so many names you could throw out there. But I'll probably just go Wilt, just for the hell of it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it get tricky though, bro. Because you got like niggas like Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar.
I don't know. I mean, that's not a bad 15. So right now on the top 10, though, you got Jordan, Brian, Kareem, Kobe over Magic. Can you tell me why Kobe over Magic?
I just start thinking of it like this way. Like, all right, when Shaq and Kobe was doing their thing, right? In the playoffs, let's just say Shaq was averaging 30, right? Mm-hmm. Kobe was averaging about 27
yeah.
At 22 years old.
Yeah.
So then I thought of it this way. If you throw Magic in the same position as Kobe was, does he do the same thing? And if you throw Kobe on that Showtime Lakers, what does he do? You know what I mean? So that'd be like a Kareem, Worthy, Kobe. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like Kobe he still could give you what Magic, not on the assist level at all, but as far as points, especially during that era, come on, man.
But see, and this is another thing that people kind of forget too, though. Magic came in with Kareem year 1, cookies.
Year 1 and got Finals MVP.
And got Finals MVP. Kobe and Shaq didn't get cooking till year 5 together.
Yeah, they went through their struggles.
No. Wait, 96, 97, 97, 98, 98, 99, 99, 2000. So in their 4th years when they came.
Year 4.
Year 4, it came together. But they had 3 years of struggling, bro. Magic came in from day 1 cooking and never didn't cook. Kobe was coming off the bench that first year or 2. They gave him time to figure it out.
Yeah.
So it's like
Phil coming over helped wonders for Kobe's. You know what I mean?
Right. So it's like to say, could Kobe do what Magic did for the Showtime Lakers? Magic is the Showtime. I feel like if it was Kobe instead of Magic, it wouldn't even be called the Showtime Lakers.
It ain't Showtime at that point.
It's a different, like they would still be good.
Oh yeah.
But it's like the Showtime was Magic. Like that was his whole. He brought that.
Yeah. And then like another selling point was, okay, Magic won, what was it, 5 MVPs?
We looked at he got 3.
He got 3 MVPs, 5 rings.
Right.
5 rings and 9 tries. I feel like, all right, Kobe has 1 MVP, right? And he got 5 rings and 7 tries?
Yeah.
Put Kobe in that era. Magic got 5 out of 9. In your honest opinion, what do you think Kobe do in that era? We all know this era of basketball is better than that era.
It's tough, bro, because then you got to ask me what I think, like, because Kobe was the second option in the first 3 years.
Yeah.
So if he take Magic's job as the number 1 option all the way through from day 1, I don't know. I mean, I could see. I don't know if he get 5, bro.
You don't know if he get 5, and I can't argue that. Like, I can't be mad at that point. But just me, what I seen Kobe do in a better era of basketball, I feel he'll have the same success back then. They probably would get another point guard, you know what I mean, to really handle the rock and let Kobe be Kobe.
Yeah.
But I feel like he'd be doing the same thing. He got a big man. The big man's older than him, like very older than him. Mm-hmm. And he was on his last leg, but he still could give you buckets.
Right.
Kobe, with his mentality, he's bringing that with the whole team. You got Cooper coming off the bench, Byron Scott coming off the bench. That team is still deep with Kobe.
Yeah.
And, okay, they played Jordan. Jordan still wins that. I don't care what nobody tells me. But if Kobe's out there against MJ, MJ's probably looking at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, this is me, just younger. Like, you know what I mean? So that was really my argument.
Okay, it's a close one. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Magic and TD, Larry King. I know niggas gonna kill me on social media because I got TD over Kobe, bro. But that's just something. That's just.
I mean, you know, if you really know hoops, you can't be mad at that.
Because it's like, bro, the consistency.
It's not, you know, yeah, Kobe gave you a better eye test, of course.
And
but
who would I rather go see? Who more skilled? Obviously, all that is Kobe.
All that's Kobe. But if you want a winning player that with a consistency, you gotta go Duncan.
Because, bro, and the thing is, he was a big that you could put so many different type of players around him.
And it was hella teams around Duncan. Hell of them. The Bruce Bowens of the world. They put Steven Jackson out there. They had Robert Horry. Like, it didn't matter who he played with. You knew they was winning 50 games. Regardless. That's why I say, bro, I can't.
And the KD, bro, I think it's time that we move him up. It's time. He in this cachet, bro.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy.
And lying like it's 10 players better than KD that ever played basketball. It's not even a reason to lie about it.
Oh, the reason they would lie about it is because he came over here, played with the Warriors. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I was saying this argument years ago. If Bron came to the Warriors, what would have happened? Yeah. If Bron would have left Miami, right, and said, I'm not going home. I'm going to the Warriors. Me personally, I don't feel Bron would have got the same hate KD got. I just don't. Yeah. The same thing would have happened in the league. Mm-hmm. Because you gotta remember, the Warriors went to the finals after them Heat years.
Yeah.
So Bron would have destroyed the league. He would have destroyed the league. You put Bron over here that first year, come on, bro. We win every year.
Right.
Every year.
True.
And people would have been happy with that. So I don't get the disgust. Like, I get it, we were good. And KD said, we beat KD. Like, I get all that. I do. But that comes to the front office again.
That was my biggest thing, that it was just on him. It had nothing to do with the Warriors. It was just, bro, you as a competitor, bro, like, you went to the team that beat you. Like,
you blew the 3-1 lead. I get it.
Yeah, the 3-1. And then you talking about, you've been thinking about coming to them while you was so, bro, did you tank? Like, bro, it was kind of just, he wasn't saying a lot of stuff to help him when he came out. Like,
right.
Somebody saying I left. I've been thinking about coming to the Warriors. Wait, you been thinking about it, nigga? How long? What do you mean? That's where I start getting a little iffy on it. Hold on. We here in the foxhole down 3-1. Did you say I'm gonna let him have it so I could go? Like, I don't know.
Like, yeah.
That's
I get it. I do get it. But that's just my argument. Like, if Bron would have said, you know what? I'm going to the Warriors.
Yeah.
I don't want to play with Kyrie. Kyrie's a hell of a special talent, but I want to go play with them young 2 shooters out there. We would have just every ring that we have seen.
Yeah.
Within these last 5 to 7 years.
Would have been the Warriors for sure.
Would have been the Warriors.
Off top. Not even a question.
It's not even a question. And people would have been happy behind that. Like, I understand, like, we won. We had the 73-9 season. The 73-9 season don't even count to me because we lost.
Mm-hmm.
Regular season don't mean shit. We all know that. So it's like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, we definitely, people on Twitter, y'all bet not say it's 10 better players than KD ever to pick up a basket. Y'all bet not.
We're not trying to hear that shit.
y'all bet not.
We're not trying to hear that. But this is the last question I read before we go, because this is a question I wanted to ask last time.
Mm-hmm.
So we already on the topic. I'm glad I just remembered it. Bron, the number 1, small forward.
Yeah.
Larry Bird, the number 2, small forward.
Yeah.
He realistically can't catch Bron. Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
KD, I don't really see the path for him to catch Bron this late in his career, especially with Bron still playing. We would, if Bron would have been gone by now, then we could have. But I don't think it's there.
It's a wrap on that.
What can he do as a KD fan, or is there a path for KD to pass Larry Bird as the second greatest small forward ever? Right now, you got Bird with 3 MVPs, 3 rings, 2 Finals MVPs. KD got 1 MVP, 2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs. So they got the same amount of Finals MVP. Bird got 1 more ring. Bird got 2 more MVPs. Do Bird got a scoring title? I think he might got 1.
He might have 1. I'm not sure.
Obviously, KD got 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is there a lane? Like right now, Bird played about 13 years. I think this is year 15 for KD.
Yep.
So he already done played more years than him. What can he do? Or is there, if not, if this is his ceiling, or what can he do to pass him, bro? KD fan, I need to hear.
If it's any way, he probably got to get 1 more MVP.
Okay, he need another MVP.
He probably got to get 1 more MVP. But honestly, it's tough.
3-1 right now. 3-1 MVP.
Yeah. Honestly, it's tough because, like, okay, Bird career was short. Don't get me wrong. KD consistency, ain't too many people messing with that at all. Mm-hmm. Like, that's like a selling point, but Bird was in a 50, 40, 90 club twice.
Nasty.
Like, and that's in 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get me wrong. If KD is in that era, I feel like he has the same numbers. But nah, it's tough, bro. That three in a row on the MVP, that's hard to just, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's hard, bro. Like, it's only like Bron and I can't even really just Bron and MJ. Like, other than that, it's like, ooh.
Yeah, bro. So realistically, right now, there ain't no path that you could see him based on the situation he in, on the team he on. There is no way he could pass Larry Bird. So his ceiling right now, it might not be number 10th on the list, but his ceiling for small forwards is
top 3. He's top 3 all time small forwards.
And so Bron and Larry solidified.
Yeah, they solidified. Like if it's a crack in the window for Bird, he probably got to get another MVP and maybe another ring.
Yeah.
But it's just hard. It's hard, bro. Like that 13-year stretch is like
legendary for sure.
Like that's why he's called Larry Legend. Like,
oh, for sure. But that's just something I really want to know from a KD fan, because if we talk who you want on your team, obviously it's KD, bro.
It's KD all day long.
I want KD over that nigga Bird. But if you talking resume, bro, it's just. But I just wanted to hear from you. I just wanted to see, and that's why I love to have you on, Reg, because it ain't no bias. We talking real sport. It's
of course.
It's hard to get that. So yeah. So this might be his ceiling then, bro.
Yeah, I feel like he's locked into the top 3. Because when you really think about it, of course it's Bron all day long, right? And then, it was usually like Bron, Bird, Pippen. Well, Pippen, you out the window.
You're cooked.
You know what I mean? So, like, if I had to go a top 5 small forward list, it'd be Bron, Bird, KD. I'm going to still keep Pippen in there just because he was like,
What about Dr. J?
Greatest number 2. Dr. J is up there. Yeah, that'll probably be my 5.
Hey, cool.
With,
Hey,
with
Kawhi.
Melo and Kawhi on the it'll be Kawhi first, then Melo, but they on the outside looking in.
I ain't gonna lie, I might have Kawhi over Scotty at this point.
Hey, I can't be mad.
I might have Dr. J 4, Kawhi 5, right?
Kawhi 5. Yeah, I like that. That'll probably be my list. I like that.
That is close though.
It is close. It's close, but at least I know if you take Kawhi and throw him on that Bulls team with MJ,
it's up.
You know how MJ was averaging about 30, 35 in the finals. That'll probably get cut down to 28, 29 with Kawhi about 22, 23.
Killing shit.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
killing shit.
Yeah, Pippen was lockdown defender. You know what I mean? Like,
Kawhi.
cool, but Kawhi got 2 defensive player of the years. I'm just saying, what can you say? Kawhi got a finals MVP with 2 different teams.
Got to go Kawhi over Scotty.
I gotta go Kawhi.
Like, that's just is what it is, man. Writing that down. Kawhi, then crack that top 5.
Yeah. Now that you really say that, yeah. Because Pippen as the number 1 option, I don't know about that.
When Jordan retired, he almost got to he didn't though.
Almost don't count.
It do not count, bro. And he did.
Y'all seen Kawhi to Canada to rock, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna win a title." Yeah, the injuries with the Warriors played a part. Cool, but he still won.
And it happened every year, bro. People get hurt every year.
People get hurt every year.
And he shut down, bro. Giannis was going stupid. Kawhi said,
"No."
It was over for him. Giannis, and he was hurt, bro. Niggas want to talk about the finals, but I'm more impressed with how he got to the finals than the finals itself.
Yeah. Like, okay, he got one of the greatest shots that I've seen against Philly.
Right.
That's one of the greatest I've seen. And Giannis is the man. And he said, let me get him. Don't even worry about it. Let me get him. Shut that down.
That ass up.
And then, of course, we got hurt in the finals, but we still was giving him a little bit of competition. So for him to just, you know what, I'm winning it. Nobody expected Kawhi to get that finals in Toronto. Nobody.
It's like, bro, he's literally made this contract Kyle Lowry just got is because of Kawhi Leonard.
And this is another thing people don't talk about Kawhi. So when we went 73-9 that year, right? The Warriors.
He was 67-15.
He went 67-15. And he was 40-2, 40-1 at home.
Come on, bro. That's still the best record ever at home.
40-1 at home.
And in
don't talk about that.
And in the playoffs, like he got hurt.
He got hurt.
Bro. Kawhi Leonard is a game changer, bro.
And I'm an honest sports fan. Kawhi don't get hurt. It might be a different story.
See,
because he was giving the Warriors fits.
Facts.
It might be a different story.
Facts. So shit, bro. Well, that's where we gonna end it, bro. Let's run through it one more time. You got Giannis MVP, Steph 2nd, Bron 3rd, KD 4th. I got Luka, Giannis, Steph, Trey. Your top, you got Jordan, Bron, Kareem, Kobe, Magic, TD, Larry, Hakeem, Shaq, KD. I like that. As far as our season go, I'm gonna put them out, but what we're gonna do is, bro, as we get through a little bit more of the season, we're gonna come back and see how you feeling. See how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Some of these teams you said might be top 4, might not even be top 8 no more.
Yeah.
These injuries look back. We'll see. Next time we come back, Jamal might be back. Who knows who's gonna be back?
Who knows?
But we're gonna get this one out, my good brother. I appreciate you for coming on.
You know it.
Always good talking.
Always. We
got some good shit. I'm gonna have to put a lot of this out on Twitter. The MVPs, I gotta put out the top 10s. We're gonna get roasted. Well, mainly me, but it's cool. We're gonna see how it go. But stay up, brother.
You know it.
Wait, and everybody like, subscribe, comment on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Tune in, repost from if you can, like all of that. More than appreciate it. Thank you.